Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Brightwell alongside Brooks Monaghan, and coach a 1-1 weekend home game, and then you go on the road on Sunday. Let's go back to Friday. First of all, you have Alabama coming to town Friday at Mike Rose Soccer Complex, and it's a game where things obviously seem to be clicking. You come away with a 6-0 shutout.
Yeah, no, very pleased. I thought we started the game a little slow, but it was a good team win. Got to play everybody. Obviously, Alabama's going to win some games in the league, and they are a well-coached team, and it was a great result. But, I felt our mentality was there, and, how can you complain about a 6-0 win?
Offensively, 6 goals is outstanding. One thing to get covered up on that probably is Maurice Bard-Martell, her third shutout in the 6-0 win. Alabama had some chances. She came away with a season-high 9 saves.
Yeah, she was good. She was very good. Has done a good job up to that point in the season, and came up big, and kept us in the game, kept a clean sheet. But like I said, it was a great team win, and then moving on to Sunday.
Before we move on to Sunday, one more note, and Mark Taylor always has the great notes for media relations director. With that win against Alabama, and it just speaks to the success. Obviously, you don't have to rehash all the success you've had in the program here, but since 2007, you become just the 12th program to log 100 wins in that time period. And that's pretty select company. If you look at the programs, Stanford, North Carolina, Notre Dame, UCLA, just to name a few of the programs you're in there with.
Yeah, it's great. Again, it's I'm proud of these kids. I'm proud of this program, and I think it shows a lot. Especially with the company that you mentioned. I mean, those are all top programs, and that's what we want to be here. And so that's I didn't know about that stat until Mark had brought it to our attention, and I think it's fantastic. And hopefully our kids can get some confidence from that to know who their company is, and what they've been able to do.
Well, you just mentioned you come away with the 6-0 win over Alabama Friday, but then you take the 3-0 loss down at Ole Miss, and that was on Sunday.
Yeah, it was a tough match. It was we got an early chance with a penalty. Christabel got taken down in the box, and I felt like that's when the game changed. Unfortunately, we missed the penalty. Their keeper made a good save, and I think that gave them some momentum, and our heads dropped a little bit. I thought the difference in that match, and again, don't want to take anything away from Ole Miss having a fantastic year, a very, very good team. But it's all about giving yourself the best chance to win. And when your mentality is not where it needs to be, and you're playing a team, whether it's a rival or a team of the ability of an Ole Miss, it puts you behind the 8 ball. It doesn't give you the greatest chance to win. So, very disappointed in Sunday's result. When you compare it to Friday's performance, when you compare Fridays to Sundays, I thought it was night and day.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was night and day, and what we have to get better at is consistency of our mentality. When these girls have the right mentality, we're extremely hard to beat. But we're not going to beat anybody by just showing up. And we talked a lot about that today at practice. And I believe that it will be fixed. Our focus this weekend, it's all about our mentality and the way we start the game. And again, we'll bounce back.
Sure, you mentioned that penalty kick that got blocked and really kind of changed momentum. Kind of funny how momentum goes. Darren Schoenrock, the baseball coach, always talks about trying to remain even keel to kind of get away from that emotional high and that low. You come off that 6-0 win, and then something like a blocked PK, a big save right there, can really kind of change things.
I mean, athletics, in sport, it's about so much mentality and momentum, and as a coach, I sit there and I wonder, I'm like, what if we would have scored that? That may have dropped them a little bit and lifted us. Mm-hmm. So it would have been a different result. I mean, we'll never know. We lost the game. Fair enough. But it's how, you got to learn from all of this. You absolutely do. And, I just don't think we were ready to play. I think, you've got to not only give everything you have physically, you got to give everything you have mentally. And I thought that Ole Miss really brought that, and we lacked that. And therefore, the result ended up being what it was. So, as I said, you use it as a lesson, and you move forward, and you try not to let that happen again. And I believe our kids get it. And, we're all looking forward to the next match. You hate, we talked today, and we talked a lot. And the first thing I said to the kids was, why do we talk so much about after a loss? And I said, because it shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen. Something's wrong. We don't lose. We don't lose. And, we spent a lot of time talking about it. And I felt that they really took it in. And, again, we had a great practice today. And I think, I know I am. I think the girls are just licking their chops to get back out there and prove what we're about come Friday.
Well, you'll have a chance, and it's a pretty big weekend because you have American Athletic Conference play looming. So you're going to have this weekend to regain that momentum. You're going to go down to the South Florida area to play 2 key games. You'll play Florida Gulf Coast Friday, then you'll move over and play Florida Atlantic on Sunday. And you look at Florida Gulf Coast, what their whole athletic program has done. It's on the rise and very quick.
Absolutely. They're having a fantastic year. I mean, we're going to, I keep saying this, we're going to have to have the right mentality and to play extremely well to give ourselves a chance. If we come in there with the wrong mentality, or if we don't play well, it's going to be very, very difficult to get that result. They're a quality opponent who's had a good season up to this point. And, we're to the point in the season where we can't overlook anybody. Mm-hmm. It's bring your A game every game.
Then you're going to move over Sunday. It's going to be a 2-game road trip, kind of simulate maybe what you see in conference with the two games at home, 2 games on the road. You'll face Florida Atlantic Sunday.
Yeah, no, another team. I know the coach well. He's he coached many years at Georgia. Then he was associate head coach at Cal. He's a fantastic coach. Obviously, he just took over the program, but he's going to get the best out of his kids. And we're going to have, like I said, there's no easy game on our schedule. And that's the way we set it up. So we're going to have our hands full, but what's good is it's preparing us for conference, and that's what it's all about. I mean, that's why we play these Ole Miss, the Missouri, the Vanderbilt, the Alabamas and stuff to prepare us for conference. And I think that as we're coming to an end of non-conference, we will have seen the same type of teams that we're going to see in conference. So, hopefully we can learn from those past games to bring something into our conference play.
Seems like a good weekend to be on the road for one of these 2-game trips. You always kind of circle the wagons when you're on the road because it's just you guys.
Yeah, no, it's great. I love being on the road. It's all focus. There's not any distractions. So I think we normally play well on the road, and it's good to get away. And we need focus right now based on our last performance.
All right, Coach, best of luck down in Florida, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thank you.
As head coach Brooks Monaghan, I'm Jeff Brightwell. This is the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network.